Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Winston. Today, I'm going to talk about a very sensitive issue with the Serpentza. Actually, I already said that in my former video, but I really believe it's deserved to mention this again. So what is this topic? This topic is, what is China's nationalism? Okay. When I talk about the nationalism and the nationalists, what's people really thinking about? People will think about some very extremely, very radical behavior. And people were thinking about someone who is very crazy and pursue the pure blood of their nation. And this is the nationalism in the Western people's mindset. And when the Western people talk about nationalism, they will think about the Nazi, which means they pursue the pure blood and they will do anything just to keep the gene be pure. So, in the Western people's mindset, the nationalism actually is related to the research, and even more research than research, because even you are the same race, but if you are not in our blood, you are the nationalist. That's what Western people believe. And I have to appreciate the Serpentza and my experience in the United States. That's what I'm learning from them. Because I was shocked to notice that. That's how the Western people think about nationalism. But today I'm going to tell you, maybe the China's nationalism, maybe it's a slightly different with what you think. Because nationalism is just words. We are different culture. We are even the different civilization. We should understand that if we try to always switch language, talk with people, we are always lost in translation. No matter how sophisticated you don't know what people are really talking about. That is cultural difference between you and me. Even I speak English, but what's the words I try to tell you is different with the words you try to comprehend it. That's a cultural difference. And this is why I try to just keep explaining what I really want to say. Okay. The comprehension about nationalism, it could be the one of the typical example to explain our cultural difference. So what's nationalism in China? I can definitely tell you, when Chinese people talk about nationalism, when Chinese people getting very nationalistic, the number one thing they talking about come to their mind is not the pure blood. So what's this? Actually, when not just the Chinese, even the India, when we're talking about nationalism, the first thing comes to our mind actually is our culture. It's our history. It's our glory past. This is the number one thing related to the nationalism in the India and China. Okay, maybe you believe because China is a homogeneous society and people all looks at least from someone's points, we look same, and we are such a homogeneous group. We care about the pure blood. Is that true? No, I don't think so. Because actually, the Chinese people, we know we are not pure blood, and I can always see the people. They even glad and proud of the mix of the blood. Let me give you an example. How the Chinese people feel proud of the mixed blood, not pure blood. It's like that. Maybe it's hard for you to know Serpentza, or maybe I should call you Winston. Maybe it's very hard for you to know because you Chinese is not enough to understand this. Even you stay in China for 14 years, you live in China for 14 years, but you don't speak Chinese. Your Chinese reading must be worse than your speaking. So you don't know this. Let me tell you, The Chinese people, actually, they are very proud of the Tang Dynasty. That's becomes one of the biggest pride they have for their history. You know why the Chinese people feel proud of the history of the Tang Dynasty? Because the Tang is a multicultural society. Let me repeat that. The Tang Dynasty is a multicultural society. And the royal family of Tang Dynasty, they are not Hanese. But you can see the Hanese because on the culture and on identity, they are Hanese. But on the blood, they are not original Chinese, are not original Hanese. But the Hanese people still accept them and treat them as a Hanese government. And the Chinese people still proud of this. How you feel about that? If you talking about it, maybe it's just because nationalists are stupid. They know nothing about the history. They know nothing about themselves. You can say if you want to believe, I really cannot do anything. But I can be very clear to tell you, what's my experience. Even the most radical nationalists I know, they accept this. Even on the very crazy, the most crazy Zoom on internet, the comment Zoom. Even on this place, anyone who said that who say anything, any mystery about the blood, people will just jump and tell him, okay, all Chinese, we are not pure blood, we are not pure, we are mixed, but we are proud. Okay, this is what I discovered between the misunderstanding between the Western civilization and the Chinese civilization. I wish you guys could at least learn this and also notice the value of my channel. What's the value of my channel? I'm a Chinese. I always know deeper of our culture on the exactly same issue, and I always can give you different opinion. Maybe I have my bias because if we try to really increase our wisdom, we try to be a wisdom of a person, we should always suspect. So you should not believe in me definitely, but at least my opinion is based on the valid points. If you suspect me, you can just check it on Chinese history. Okay, I wish what I'm saying could help you to decrease the misunderstanding between the two civilizations. And this is also my value. See you next time. Bye.